The Torah reading is absolutely exquisite. In certain segments, so powerful and compelling that we find ourselves almost sucked in by certain psukim, verses, that rise to the top and stay with us ultimately repeatable time and again. One of them finds itself in this week's Torah portion called Shoftim. The pasuk that I'm referring to is Tzedek Tirdof, righteousness, righteousness, pursue. Sometimes it's told as a powerful statement of fact, which is why the word tzedek is repeated twice. Don't just do righteousness, really do righteousness. Throw your whole self into it. The word righteousness, tzedek, is the same word as that we use for charity today, tzedakah. That when we do tzedakah, we're supposed to do it wholly and fully, not stintingly, not withholding anything, but with our entire self, with our entire ability to be able to deliver. And it's not just money. It's from the heart, it's from the soul, it's with the hands, it's with the eyes, it's with the feet. It's the way that we approach life and the way that we approach other people. So the reason many rabbis say that it's repeated, the word tzedek, 2 times, is to emphasize the idea that the power of tzedakah is exponential. That it's not simply that we do to be done with the mitzvah. It's something we do in order to fulfill the needs of the soul. And yet at the same time, there's a warning that's attached to this as well. The rabbis were very careful and diligent about saying to the reader of the text, don't let your Yetzer Hara influence the way that you read this text. Tzedek, tzedek tirdof. Righteousness, righteousness, zealously pursue. Because it's so easy to pervert the meaning of the text by saying, pursue righteousness. Pursue righteousness. In other words, we do righteousness in order to become righteous. The purpose of doing these things is to be a good reflection upon ourselves, to garner a name, a reputation. Look at me, I'm such a great tzaddik, I'm such a great righteous person because of that which I did. This, by the way, is one of the greatest and biggest arguments against putting one's name on a plaque anywhere, where it says, Joe Smith did such and such. Well, if Joe Smith did such and such, he should do so quietly and do it in a righteous way, that righteousness he pursues, and not his name he pursues to see and lie. And another pasuk, almost immediately following on the heels of this pasuk, this verse, it says, don't worship a tree. The tree's name is an Asherah in the Torah, because you can invest anything, even something that is animate or inanimate, with such power and strength that it transcends life itself. It becomes God. In truth, people can do this to one another as well as to themselves, which is why we've got the warning. Righteousness, righteousness pursue for its own sake, not for your own sake. And when we do this, we build safeguards into society. We build protective measures into our, not just governments, but into our communities and borders on our soul, that allow us to reach the climax of what it is that God had originally intended for us all. To be human, fully human, with the realization of that little bit of God that inheres in every one of us. Shabbat Shalom.